This is a Volvo FH-16 tractor with a Jeep and Lowboy trailer. It's made by Corgi and is in 1/50th scale. This is part of their heavy haulage series from years ago, and this is made for Chris Bennett heavy haulage. I think it's out of England. I'm not really sure. It's definitely a European tractor. This model is interesting. At the time it was made, it was pretty awesome to have the Jeep and the Lowboy trailer and all that. Now it's not so good. It's kind of strange, but at the time it was pretty awesome to have. As far as the model itself goes, there's something that went wrong in the manufacturing process, and I'll show some of that here in a minute. But every time I take it out of the box, something's either broken or popping apart, or just strange issues. And that's just from sitting in the box and getting back opened up again. Like, that's got to be something's wrong in the manufacturing process just for this particular model. I'd love to know if there's any others that have similar problems, because this one is it's interesting. The metal is very, very soft. I think it's even brittle, and like other Corgi models aren't this bad. So something went wrong when they were making it. Now, like I said, at the time this was a pretty awesome model, but now it's kind of strange. Mostly because you have a 5-axle trailer and a single-axle Jeep. So basically you're creating a tri-axle tractor, more or less. And I don't understand what the European weight laws are, but I don't know why you'd go through the trouble of adding a Jeep just for a single axle. It'd make a lot more sense to have 2 axles there, because then you'd have 4 axles spanning the front and 5 axles on the rear, and that would make a lot more sense. But like I said, I don't understand the European weight laws. I mean, maybe this is a common setup. I really don't know. But anyway, as far as the model itself goes, the tractor and everything, it's, considering the time it was made, which was, I'd say, like probably late 90s, it's a pretty good model. It's pretty heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. A lot of the Corgi models have a pretty good weight to it. The detailing on the tractor is pretty good. All the labeling and everything looks really good. I like the pinstriping on the panels. It makes it stand out. I like the colors. The paint on the roof is interesting. Like I said, there's something wrong in the manufacturing. The paint is, I don't know if you can see it, it's all cracked out. It looks like it's dried up, and it looks bad. You see a big chip right there. Now the red's not doing that, the gray's not doing that, the silver isn't doing that, but the white is. So it's got to be something went wrong when they were putting this thing together. As far as the underside of the truck goes, it's got some things, but no steering. The transmission and all the drive lines are there, and it looks pretty good. It's got the air lines, which look alright. They can go to the Jeep, but not to the actual trailer itself. It's kind of interesting you'd have them on one but not the other. Now the cab does tilt up. It's a little stiff, but it does tilt up, and you got some fairly decent motor detail in there. It's green, so I guess that's a Mercedes. I'm not really sure, but it don't look bad. It don't look bad at all. It's actually kind of a nice cab over. Now the trailer itself, like I said, the whole thing's just got issues. The neck of the trailer is broken, which, like I said, just everything. If it's not one thing, it's something else. The fenders here are broken off. The Jeep is kind of interesting. The fifth wheel is broken off. You can see, like, the paint here is all cracking out. The paint on the fenders here, this gray is all cracked out, and chunks of it will pop off, and not a whole lot you can do with it. But like I said, it's just, if it's not one thing, it's something else. Now, like I said, the gooseneck of the trailer is broken off. You can see I guess you call it the kingpin there, is broken, so it won't actually latch into the trailer anymore. So luckily, just setting it on the pins, like the way it attaches will hold it together if you keep pressure on it, but there's nothing to hold it on there if you park the trailer. And it does have little ramps here, so I mean you can display it with the ramps down like it's getting loaded, but if you want to park the trailer in the yard with the neck on it, it's not going to look good because it won't hold itself up, which is pretty disappointing. But it does ride on the Jeep. Now, what's interesting is if you get rid of the Jeep, you really can't put it on the tractor because the neck is too tall. So you have to have the Jeep if you want to have the trailer in the air. Like, you got to keep the set together, and that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, like I said, for an older, heavy haul tractor set, it's nice, but it doesn't really hold up by today's standards. And as far as what the value is on this, I can't imagine it'd be too much, because there's better Lowboy sets out there. Like even that goofy Tonkin with the triaxle Lowboy and the triaxle trailer, like that's a better set than this. For the flaws that Tonkin has, it's still better. Anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. And as always, thanks for watching.